Assalamualaikum and good evening. You are watching at News 4. There has been massive fire at evening at ISKANDAR. We go to Lailai at the scene. Okay, Lailai, can you give us the inside the scene? Okay, go to Lailai.
Okay, thank you to Studio One. Now we can see the fire spreading out over the place, and the victims are crying and screaming out from the building. Okay, now.
I don't know what happened just now. I don't know. I met my wife dead.
What happened to you? Can you tell me if I'm looking? Please get me a doctor. I wish. Okay.
Oh my god.
Here. And what happened? We can get back to you later. The firefighters are trying their best to get what to do. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. After an hour of struggling, the firefighter has successfully put down the fire. As you can see behind me, the building suffered severe damage in and out. So here with me and officers on duty. Assalamualaikum, YUSOP.
Waalaikumsalam.
Can you tell us how the fire even started?
For your information, for fire to even ignite, it needs three elements, which is a fire will be burned until one element is removed. It undergoes three phases, which is the as we all know, a small fire can become larger within 30 seconds. A lot of things will make buildings or house in fire.
What are common causes of fire outbreak?
Some of the common fire outbreaks are gas leakage can be experienced in any property, no matter if it's an old or new. There has been no report on that, but there were some major injuries occur. It's all thanks to our brave firefighter for their quick action to put down this in this fire. Without them, it could be worse.
Mr. Shuhada for the information. Okay, next we are going to interview Encik Iskandar. Oh yeah, Encik Iskandar, you were one of the firefighters on duty today. So, can you tell us how you detect the fire and how long it takes you from the station to the scene?
Alright, thank you, Miss. Well, since this is a commercial building, the building is constructed with direct link to the fire station. So, if there any fire occur, the fire system in the building will alert the fire station. Thus, it can save a lot of time compared to traditional way, where we receive phone call from the people. Okay, the nearest fire station is SERI ISKANDAR. Would be our fire station that is located at Balai Bomba SERI ISKANDAR, and it usually take up around 5 minutes if there is a heavy traffic. If there no heavy traffic, then it will less than that.
About the fire system in this building?
Oh yeah, okay. This building use fire sprinkler system, which is dry riser. Right. So as we know, a fire sprinkler system is an active fire protection measure consisting of a water supply system providing adequate pressure and flow rate to a water distribution piping system onto which fire sprinklers are connected.
Okay, thank you. So, any words from you for the firefighter?
Okay, my last word for firefighters, thank you to all my workers to put down the fire without take much time to put down the fire.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, sir. Okay, now we are going to get our victims to ask their condition and how they escaped from the fire. Okay, now let's go. Sir, can I ask you something?
Yes, sure.
How your condition and how you escape from the
Well, I know there was fire when I hear the alarm system. But to be honestly, I'm very confused and I have no idea where is the right way out. You know, there's four exits though in the every floor. But it's hidden. You know, every since I step into the building, I never know. There are evacuation plans placed in the wall. But alhamdulillah, I say because I follow the people.
Okay, thank you Encik Akmal. That's all from me. Back to Studio 1.
Thank you, Laila. Here we present now Dr. FILZAH, fire expert for University Public Zealand. Okay. See here to explain more about active and passive fire protection. Right, Dr. FILZAH?
Yes.
Okay. What can you tell us about active and passive fire protection?
Okay, so first of all, thank you for inviting me today. So, active fire protection. What is active fire protection? So, active fire protection is actually a system which requires a motion and response in order for it to work. So, it's also extinguish and control fire in the building. For example, sprinkler system, alarm bell, and gas. So as you know, there are two types of active fire protection, which is fire suppression and fire detection. So fire suppression is actually a method to extinguish fire in the building, which can be controlled manually or automatically. For example, is fire extinguisher. And on the other hand, fire detection is a method to detect fire from the building by locating the smoke, flame or heat. So for example, is smoke detector or heat detector. So based on fire requirement, actually alarm is sounded to enable emergency evacuation as well to dispatch the local fire and admin.
Okay. What about passive fire protection?
Oh, okay. So passive fire protection is actually a structural fire protection and includes compartmentalization of the overall building through the use of fire resistant rated in walls or floors. So in the building that happened today, there's actually no passive fire protection. So for your information, there's no beams that is vermiculite or insulated in fire protection.
In your opinion, what can be used to put out fire effective and take shorter time?
Okay, so in my opinion, it is important for us to follow any regulation of fire safety in order to put out fire effectively. So in order to take shorter time to put out fire, I think the building construction, it must fit an alarm system that is suitable for the building. And we must also check electrical appliances and choose the best escape route. The best solution is everyone must know how the building operates when an emergency occurs.
Okay, thank you, Ms. FILZAH, for the information. Okay, I any work for you, the public, if there is a fire come back.
Okay. So my advice to all, if there is fire outbreak, you must know the escape route and straightforward goes to the assembly point. So make sure to call the firefighter immediately and check your beloved person, either they were with you or not. And life is important, save yourself first before others.
Okay. Then again, to you, Miss, for our information, to willing to spend time with you thought about fire safety.
You're welcome. No problem.
That all we can share with you about the fire, and the new will be continue tomorrow. Okay, I will to leave you the message. Everyone designed to save is some of you. Take a good action to save order. Cut!